Hello YouTube friends, and welcome to my channel, new and returning subscribers. It's Margie from the Budget Evolution, where we have fun saving our money. And today we are doing our last unstuffing in the month of June. The next unstuffing might be in the first week of July or maybe the second week, because our first paycheck doesn't come out until the second week. So we may not be having anything to unstuff at that point, but we'll see. So I think we'll probably be doing like maybe 3 unstuffings a month instead of like doing it every single week, because there may not be funds in there to unstuff. So let's get started. I'm just gonna have my drawer open here when I was picking out a color. Today we're doing like coral peach is our highlighter color today. All right, so we need our cash tray. That's number 1. We will need that. We have our calculator here if we need it. And I do have my budget plan right here where I have been tracking all of my expenses. And they are right here. I will highlight these after I do the unstuffing to make sure, and then whatever isn't highlighted, I know to go back in the next unstuffing. But technically these bills do not come out of my bank account until right around July 26th is when most of these bills will come out. Actually, like Wells Fargo and like Penn Fed, those come out the following month. So this is why I don't use my bank account when I do my budget. Like a lot of you do budgets. When you do your budget with me, you have a balance of what's in your bank account. It's too confusing for me because some of these credit cards don't come out for almost 2 months later, and trying to track that amount is insane to me. And when I see a balance, right now I know if I leave a balance in my bank account, I know it's because I have credit cards that are going to be taking that money out because I've already unstuffed it and put it in. This tells me when it was billed. Like, look, here, we'll go back to May. And that way you can kind of see. Like these came out on the 26th, but the Penn Fed came out on the 3rd. Wells Fargo came out on the 12th. And then, yeah, the 3rd, I think there was only one. Yeah, like some of them come out on the 3rd, the 12th, the 26th. They're so spread out in the month that it's too much to try to figure out how much is actually in my bank account, how much I could allocate to something like the buffer. I don't pay attention to it. As long as I know I put the money in the bank and I don't take out of that account, I'm good to go. Unless I put the money in the bank, like, you know, I deposit like tax refund. I do keep a tally of like the tax refund money. That was the only thing. And you'll see in this unstuffing, we ended up using the rest of the tax refund because we had so many expenses that we needed to cover. All right, so after explaining that, let's move on to the unstuffing. Okay, so I am going to, I think I'm going to keep the book here because I was noticing when I did it this way, if I was on the opposite page, I had no room to unstuff, and I kept moving. Like I felt like the calculator's going back and forth, and I was like, that looks crazy. So we're going to do it this way. You may not see what's happening. I'll try to keep it like here. I don't know. Can you guys see that? Yeah, you can see it. All right, we'll do our best. So we'll put the money here. We got this here. We'll put the book somewhere here. Can you see? Yeah, you know, I can move that over a little bit more. I keep forgetting. I do zoom it out a little bit. It's not on just, you know, one, you know, the video that's on 1 times. I end up going to 0.8 when I zoom it out a little bit, just so you could see more of the table. All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is dining out. That's in our cash envelope book. And we went for Chinese with friends, and we need $48 from dining out. And let's see, look at that. We've got 20, 45, 46, 47, 48. I like that. I like when that works out like that. And we still have $150 left in dining out. I am going to need sort quick. I don't know what made me think that I was starting this video without any sort quick on. All right. So let's highlight that. That one is going to be done. Okay. Moving on. Sorry, Piggy. Let me move your nose. There we go. Okay, groceries. So we have, see, I'm going to take it on and off. See, I don't like that. So we have $44, $28, and $61. We are going to do all of that. That adds up. I've already added it up. So I already know how much I need to take out. And it is going to be $133. So moving on to groceries. We've got 100, 20, 30, 5. And we'll take 2 back. So that's 1, 20, 10, 5. And there should be 123 left. 100, 5, 10, 15, 20, 1, 2, and 3 left in groceries. I know, can you believe at the end of the month and we have money in groceries. And that probably had a lot to do with my daughter does not live with us anymore. She now lives on her own. Household, did I highlight all this? Yes, I did. Okay, wrong side. Household, we need $58. We had Amazon and Ace Hardware. Do not ask me what my husband bought. I have no clue. Amazon, I do. We got like latex gloves. I use latex gloves for like the icy hot. You know, like if you put like muscle relaxer on your body. What is it? Yeah, it's like a muscle relaxer, right? Isn't that what that's called? Topical muscle relaxer. It's, you know, icy hot. Like Bengay. There you go. I don't like putting on my hands because then if I touch my eyes or I touch, you know, whatever, you don't want it stinging. So I always use medical gloves, latex, non-latex sterile gloves, whatever. They're not sterile, they're just latex gloves. So we're taking out TMI. We're taking out $58. So that's 50, we'll do a 10, and we need, I need change already. So wait a minute, if I did 52, 58, I knew, what did I just do? I put a 5 in. Did I put it? Yeah, I put a 5 in here. So I put 55 in here because I need, no, I put 56. What? Oh, shit. Oops. Didn't mean to say the S word. Oh my God, why did I do that? Now I don't remember what was in there. All right, if there was $25 left, 25 plus 58 equals, there should have been $83 in here. So that was 50, yeah, 83. There we go. It was a 10. All right, let me figure this out. So we had 58. If I put 53, let's see if I can do this. All right, if I put 63 minus 5 is 58. Okay, so if I put 63 in, I've seen Kristen from Attention 11 do this, where you put in more and then you can take out the 5. That way you don't have to do the change. That's what I was trying to do. And we have $25 left, which is right. Okay, so that was household. I still don't know what he bought at Ace Hardware. Oh, well. Doesn't matter now. Okay, hubby spending, this man, you gotta love him. He really doesn't spend money. He is, I wouldn't say he's necessarily a saver, but he's not a spender. So, I know, how does that work? Okay, hubby did not have any gas yet this month. The man really doesn't. Today was the first time, I think, in weeks that he's gone out to lunch with the guys. All right, miscellaneous, didn't have anything. I think we're going to my spending money. Yep. We have $7. I need my wallet. Be right back. Okay. This is my beautiful Bella Taylor wallet that my husband got me for my birthday. You can get this on Amazon, or you can go to the Bella Taylor website. And if you check out Two Sister Bees, she, I think, has a discount code. Don't know how long that discount code works for, but why not give it a try, right? All right, so we need $7, and we have 10. Do I have 3? Probably. 1, 2, and 3. And this money can go back into my spending money. I guess I could add this up and see if we are on track. I don't normally track my spending money only because it's mine, you know, but we got $73 there. Nothing in food, nothing in gas. We have 43 in clothes. We have 20 in entertainment. We have 30 in hobbies, which I want to go to Hobby Lobby. I really want to take a look at planners. And 15. Oops. 181. That does not include, hello? How do I have more money? Oh, because I didn't add in the 5. Okay, so what happened, so I do have 181. So what happened is that we had, my boss retired, right? So we had his retirement party. And I'll just put deposit. And we got $5 back, so we're back at 181. That's why I have 181 in my wallet. He, the new manager was the one who planned the party, and he put out a little Venmo that if you wanted to donate towards, you know, the pizza and the cupcakes that his wife made and all this other stuff. Anyway, he had a little scan code that you could give him $5 if you wanted. You didn't have to, but I was like, well, we didn't get a gift for him, so I was like, well, at least pay for the party, right? Well, I did not know that my company paid for all of the employees from the company, not the, you know, we work for a government agency, so not those employees, not federal employees, but for the company that I work for, all those employees, our lunch was paid for, plus the gift that went to my boss. So he came back to me and he says, oh, you didn't need to Venmo me because the company already paid for you. And I was like, oh, okay, well, what about the gift? He goes, they paid for that too. And I was like, oh, okay. So he gave me my $5 back. So instead of trying to do a credit on Venmo, he says, just take the $5 and we'll call it even. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know, right? So there you go. So that was taken care of. And it was a great party. You know, it was just like an hour and a half long. We had pizza, we had soda, water. His wife made these chocolate cookie dough cupcakes. Oh my God. Now I know exactly what recipe she used for that chocolate because, you know, I'm a cook. I can cook, I can bake. I was a very big baker and I knew exactly what recipe she used. It's the Hershey cocoa powder recipe that she used for those cupcakes, and they were phenomenal. Now, if you want a delicious, moist cake or cupcake, definitely check out Hershey's cocoa powder. On the back is a chocolate cake recipe that you use like hot water in. It makes the most fluffiest, moistest cake you will ever have. Excellent. I tend to use better cocoa, but that's okay. I still use the recipe. Comes out fantastic. All right, moving on. We are moving on to, oh, we're going all the way to cruise. So graduation cruise. No, that was graduation. We're going to cruise. We had, as you know, we had the extra interest on the credit card because we paid it late because we totally forgot. So we need to pay that. And we moved the money from the budget convention. You know how we finished the challenge. I paid myself back. Well, I didn't quite pay myself back. What I did is I put it in its folder, the $600, no, not that one. There. The challenge was $607, which left us with $705 in that account. The only problem is that $600 was owed back to me because I used it from our tax refund. So since we paid it back, I took the money and I applied it to different places. You'll see as we go along. So I took $52 to pay for the rest of that. So we should be able to pay, get the $84 out to pay for the rest of that interest. That interest should be done. There should be no more charges for interest because we are now a 1 month past after we paid it. Oh, but I should highlight it. Gosh. There we go. So we'll take care of that. And we will also mark here. I already moved the money we will, you know what, I'm just going to highlight all of these because I already moved all of these. All right, so, but we got to get the money out. So let me get the cruise. That's high priority. And that should be the last charge for a cruise. Though, I know, Margie, I use my Frontier credit card, which I don't usually use. I only got the credit card because I got a deal, like $200 off, you know, if you use the card last year when I was in Savannah. Remember that trip? Yes. Anyway, so I used that credit card to buy the tickets for my daughter's graduation this past May. And guess they put me on the paperless automatically, and I did not know it. So I didn't get a statement. So I didn't remember it. And I was like 5 days late, and it said, oh, you haven't paid. And I was like, oh, no, are you kidding me? And then I'm going, wait a minute, what is that? Because it was back in April when I bought the tickets. And I bought the tickets, and yeah, that was like $500, $400 or $500. Yeah, that I forgot all about. And I was like, oh, man. So I'm just taking that off the top of the buffer, whatever was left in my account, and I'm just calling it a wash. I'm not even gonna put it in here just to take it out. That's stupid. So whatever was left in my buffer, it's gone. So we're gonna have to redo the buffer up again. So we got 50, 70, 80, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we got exactly $84, and we already highlighted it. And guess what? This envelope is done. Well, actually, does it really matter? We'll just take this one out because this one's marked Hawaii. And yeah, we still haven't figured out what we're doing. I know. My girlfriend asked me about it, and I said, I just haven't had time. I gotta talk to Norwegian. I gotta figure out our flights. I got questions. I started writing questions down today of what I need to ask Norwegian about flying into Papeete, Tahiti. Where's the boat going to be? When can we board the boat? Do I have to be there by a certain time? Is there going to be a transfer if I come in at like 9 p.m. at night? You know, that kind of stuff. Before I even buy anything, sign up for anything, because I don't want to be like, oh, I bought the cruise, but yet, because I'm going to have to pay the full amount right up front. And guess what? If I need to cancel it, guess what? You only get 75% back. Yeah. So Margie's not putting any money down until I know all the answers. So for the Hawaii cruise, we had the $200 charge to change it, which was fine. We have challenges for that. So I'm going to leave that because remember, this is not coming out until July. The end of July is when this credit card comes out. So we're good. All right. Next up is graduation. We're good. Renovations, we're fine. We still haven't bought anything yet. I feel like there's just no time for anything. All right, moving on to our lovely little baby. Yeah, so we did go a little overboard. We spent a little bit more money than we should have. I will add these up for you. So it was $316 for Target, $243 for Walmart. Sam's Club was $429. Granted, oh, did I put that in there? Her roommate gave me money back. Ooh. I'll have to check that. Wait a minute. I was going to check it, but my phone is up there. I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to turn the computer on just to do that. I'm pretty sure she paid me like $200 for food. So, but I moved the money over from the convention money, the tax leftover refund. So we had $437 left over from our tax refund that we had not used yet. And I had a note up on my little whiteboard here that said, take out of the checking account for Juju for moving. And I was like, oh, okay. Cause we were at $869. over. And I was like, where are we getting this money from? And I was like, oh, wait a minute, that's right. And I was going to use that money in a challenge. I was going to use it as a challenge, but we don't have time for that. I was like, why do a challenge and then just take, you know what, we're just putting the money in there. So that's what we did. And then the excess money from the budget convention challenge that we were doing that was owed back to us, I just took that 400, where did I put it? Oh, 24, right. $424 to just take care of the rest. And I don't know where my total is. I just said it's even. So we're going to be taking out 12. Oh, that's what I was doing. I was adding this up. 316, 243, 429, and 232 is $1,220. Now let's pray, because I don't think I added the whole thing up, that there's $1,220 here. So we have one. All right. Well, we know it's $1,220. I got it over there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000. 51. That's 100. 20, 40, 60. Okay, 10, 20, 30. 5, 10, 15. And then we need 20, 12, 20. So 1205, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yes. Oh, thank God. I was pretty sure I had it right. I didn't add that up right, but this is right. And that's all that matters. The money that's going in the bank for what I charged. That's what matters. And those are all ones. Perfect. All right. Yay. Okay, so that is now taken care of. And hopefully, you know, I looked at my daughter's bank account and I just try to keep an eye on things. She told me she used her credit card. I was like, you what? Now, we all know how, if you've been around, you know my daughter, she froze. We literally put her credit card in a Ziploc baggie, put it in water, put it in another Ziploc baggie, and froze it. So she couldn't spend that because she, yeah. And she says, I know, Mommy. I said, Julia, I said, don't get into that habit again. I said, if you use your credit card, you go back through your budget, you take the money out, and you set it aside. I said, do not overspend what you don't have. And she's like, I know. Yeah, well, I know she's lying to me on that one. She's fibbing because I know she spent more than she makes, but she knows that she's getting a paycheck. But I said, you still owe me almost $1,800 in rent. I said, and then I said, you're going to have to start setting money aside for when she starts paying her loans back. So, yes, she knows, but right now she's in the middle of just starting and getting used to stuff. So I was like, all right, I'll leave you alone. But as soon as that paycheck comes in, we're sitting down and we're talking about it. Okay, next up is Naplex. So we paid for my daughter's Naplex. Yeah. And hopefully this is it. I'm not paying for any more. Well, I did tell her if she needed, I don't know, it was some kind of thing. I don't know. It's some subscription. She says, I just need to pay for it for a month. But I looked at her bank account and she got no money. So I was like, So we have $711 plus 9. We need $720. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50, 70, 90, 710, 15, 16, 17, 18. So we're $2 short, which is fine. I think we can cover that. Though, I don't know, because we did take all that money out of our buffer. And I just made it even, and we're 0 for Naplex. So let's just highlight that. But our number might be off by $2. I'm okay with that. All right, moving on. I think we're moving to budget supplies. So, yes. Margie did a little spending. I shouldn't have because I had no money. I had $10. Yeah. I had $10 in my budget supplies. And I bought at the mall from Prop Budgets. I couldn't resist. She was having a sale. So I bought the whole thing. I bought all 4 floors. Yeah. So if you're planning on buying all 4 floors with the freebies, is $56. Just so you know. And then April's son, April Fresh Start, her son, Junior, guess what? He came out with a travel box. You know where you get me. You got me at travel. So that was $6.30. So we need $62 out of budget supplies. Again, the money came from tax refund. I'm okay with that. So we need 50, how much? 62. 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 61, and 2. And we'll do that and that. And silly thing. All right, there we go. Oh, and we did this one. All right, moving on to electronics and office supplies. I needed more cardstock because guess who's trying to print out all of at the mall? I needed more paper, cardstock paper, so that was $15. So that's coming out of, it says electronics, but it's really electronics and office supplies. So we need $15 out of here. So 15, what is that, 35? 50 minus 15, 35. So we need $35 back, 20, 30, and 5. And then we should have 42, 20, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 41, and 2. So there we go for office supplies. Garden, let me highlight that. Might as well do this one. Garden, we bought all these plants that are like literally like crumpling up and going, please, please take me off this deck. The heat has been so bad here that having the plants on the deck, I don't know if it's because there's more air circulating around the plant pot. We've been watering them every day and it's not enough. That's how hot it's been. It's been 100 degrees. $64, I think, is all we need in here. And I did take some money from Party Fund because we were short. So garden is, this should be all of it, 64. So 55, 56, 7, 8, 9, 61, 2, 3, and 4. So $64. There we go. And yeah, that's all good. All right, gifts. I don't think we had anything. I think we're just skipping right to outdoor. Outdoor, hubby got stuff for the pool. A lot of chlorine. And the chlorine is just evaporating. So that is $63 coming out of outdoor. And we took some from household. Already transferred it over. Outdoor is right here. So 63, 20, 30, 40, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 61, 2, and 3. So there we go. And there. And I think that's it for the outdoor. And then self-care is next. Self-care, we had $37. Oops, where am I going? I'm like, my hands are like going. This is like, where am I going? So I need $37 out of here. So 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have $12 left. That's correct. I should keep it facing the same way when I go to pick it up. There we go. And then self-care. Oh, then we're going to go to monthly subscriptions, which is in our bills binder. So that is it in here. Bills binder. I don't even have it out. Okay. So monthly subscriptions. Let's flip it over. We need, what is that, $47 monthly subscriptions, and we need 47. Perfect. 5 and 7, and we have $70 left, and that's correct. All right, next up is going to be T-Mobile came out. And that's $227. 225, 6, and 7. Not sure why it went up a couple pennies. Who knows? All right, and then we can highlight that one. This way. right, and then we can take care of tolls. Yes, because we had all those challenges come out, which is awesome. Look at all those change. All right, so we need I think 135. So that's 30, 30, and 75. Yep. 135, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 10, 15, 20, 5, 35. 135. Is that what I did? Yeah. Okay, wait a minute here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There we go. Do a little condensing. Even though we're going to do a condensing. Anyway, after this video, we're going to do a cash condensing. And we should have $26, and we do, left in tolls. I'm going to highlight that. Oh, come on. Can you just draw a straight line? All right. And then we're going to go to car maintenance. That's in our regular sinking funds binder. There we go. We'll go to car maintenance. And let's see. Hubby bought those air tire pressure things. But I thought it was interesting because he bought it from 2 different places. Don't ask me why. This money is money that's sitting in our high yield savings account. We don't count that right now. So we just need $11. So we'll take a 20. And 11 would be 9. So 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And then we should still have 228, 1, 2, whoa, 300. How come we got so much money sitting in here? I must have forgot something. Well, this is saying we have 310, 14, 314. So I will make a little note. This is 314. Not sure why. It's okay if there's more money. It's when there's not enough money in there. All right. And then medical, I think, is the last one. Highlight it. Darn. There we go. Hubby made dinner, so right after this, I'm going to go have a nice steak dinner. What am I doing? Medical. We didn't have any other stuff taken out. There we go. $56 in medical. So 70. 70 minus 56. We need $14 back. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And we should have 285, 1, 2, 50, 70, 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. 285. And I think that's it. Because winter, I don't think we had anything. Nope. Yearly subscriptions, and there's the end. Okay. Whew. Man. All right. So I already added this up just to make things easy. We should have, I'll show you my note. So we should have $2,987 less the $2 that we did not stuff. We only stuffed 718 in Naplex. So it should be $2,985. So let's hope that that is what is in the tray. So now we can bring our calculator over. And we've got 1, 2, oh, you know what? Gonna need a little bit of sort quick for this. And we will get counting. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 51, 52, 53, 54, 50. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75. ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 36 in that stack. And then the remainder is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. $2,985. So let's do a really pretty fan. Well, maybe not a real pretty one. We'll just do a fan. There we go. There we go. All right. So that's $2,985 going back to the bank to pay all of our credit cards. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everyone.